All right, we're ready. Tonight, I got the Heat and the Magic behind me, and it's a pretty good game early in midway through the first quarter down in Miami. Um, so that's early. Let me find out what else is going on in the world of sports today. Michael Irvin was your favorite Dallas Cowboy? Oh, my favorite Dallas Cowboy is in that thumbnail right there, number 88, Drew Pearson. Drew Pearson will always be my all-time favorite Cowboy. Oh man, get this night started, and we're gonna start with that thumbnail. We're gonna talk about this thumbnail most of the night, and trying to find out what else is going on. Canes, if you're in the building, I'm gonna beam you up in a few minutes. Talk about the Miami Hurricanes recruiting, which is getting rave reviews. I might add. All right, just getting this set up tonight. Like I said, I got Orlando and Miami right behind me. The Magic and the Heat. Cute little story. Trevon Diggs' little son Aiden gave a little speech to the Boys and Girls Club of at the Dallas Girls and Boys Club today, letting them know how blessed he is. Little Aiden, good for him. Ravens and the Niners getting ready. We'll talk some of that tonight. A lot of people began to think Aaron Rodgers faked his injury. I've been saying that also, but he's not going to play. Tua Tagovailoa leads in Pro Bowl votes, but remember, that's the Miami fans stuffing the box. Niners got 3 in the top 5: McCaffrey, Purdy, and Kittle, and the other one that's got the fourth most votes is C.J. Stroud of the Texans. So Dolphin fans stuffing the box again for Tua. But I think this year, when you look at the AFC, it's nobody there really. Tua, yeah. Uh, Mahomes, yeah. And Josh Allen. That's who you have. That's not saying a lot. Cleveland out for the season. Pittsburgh, he's out. And he wasn't doing nothing anyway. Um, Burrow out. You know. Then you got Garner Minshew's having a good year, but nothing special. I hate to say it. I'm gonna say it again. The year that Tua is having is nothing special. Again, Jordan Love caught him in touchdown passes. So to me, that doesn't say much. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't really say much. Real talk. It'll be him. It'll be Tua, Mahomes, and Josh Allen, and they deserve it. Unless you're gonna put Russell Wilson there, and you can't do that. Denver's back to 500. If C.J. Stroud didn't get hurt, I'm pretty sure C.J. Stroud would have got a lot of votes from the general managers and the players. But I think this week is going to tell you what you need to know because everybody's watching. In the NFC, you got Purdy. You have Purdy. You got Dak Prescott. And you look around between Jalen Hurts and Baker Mayfield. You know, Baker's having a hell of a year, folks. Don't laugh. He's having a big year. And I saw him playing Lambeau this past Sunday. I'm still this horrified at what he did to the Pack. So much of the Packer organization right now, and we'll talk about it next week. The Packer organization right now is in shambles. Real talk. They're in shambles right now in Green Bay. Green Bay fans, people in that community, because remember, the community runs the team. They're not happy what has happened to lose to Tommy DeVito, and now they got this dismantled by Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield got the number one game ball from me yesterday. He deserved it. I gave Drew Lock a game ball yesterday. So Tua doing his thing, leading the NFL in Pro Bowl votes. You got 3 Niners and CJ Stroud. So interesting what the fans think. Shaq Barrett rates the 5 best edge rushers in football. Parsons, Crosby, Watt, Danielle Hunter, who's very underrated. Von Miller. Okay. Jerry Rice, top 5 receivers of all time. Owens, Moss, Carter, Calvin Johnson. I disagree with Jerry Rice wholeheartedly. You know, Jerry, I got a little news for you, clown. I never liked your ass anyway. Paul Warfield was better than you. All your black ass was a fucking compiler. Okay, let's keep it real here, right? I never liked your ass, Jerry. How dare you put this piece of shit list out here? Let's see. Calvin Johnson is 0. Chris Carter is 0. Randy Moss is 0. Terrell Owens is 0. Okay. So Chris Carter, the hell out of here. Calvin Johnson, a quitter. At least Moss, he was a quitter too at times. I give it to T.O. I give T.O. his due. No doubt about it. That's the problem with a lot of these youngins. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting tired of seeing Jerry Rice's old ass at 49er games looking like a goddamn fucking bozo the clown. Oh, I got plenty of ammo for Rice, trust me. Trust me. Never liked that bastard. Let me see what's up. All right, Chargers. Interested in Jim Harbaugh. I could see that. I told you guys yesterday, looking more and more Tomlin's out in Pittsburgh. It doesn't surprise me. You know Belichick is out in 2 weeks. And I'm pretty damn sure the Bills We'll give him a very nice going away present next Sunday up in Orchard Park. All right, Arch Manning, the grandson of Archie Manning, Cooper's boy, has made over $3.2 million in NIL money this year as the Longhorns' backup. Brock Purdy's only made $870,000 in NFL salary. And, I've seen him play against Florida State. And I said this 2 weeks ago when he won the Heisman. But boy, I tell you, when you have for a black young man, when you have a bubbly personality like this Jaden Daniels, that's the name of the kid from LSU, his stock has skyrocketed so high. And he stole that Heisman. He stole it. You have who you had? Penix, Bo Nix, and Marvin Harrison Jr. I would say of the three of them, I would have gave the Heisman. I probably would have gave it to Michael Penix. But they gave it to the young man. I heard for weeks now, and I heard the young man talk. And I swear to God, he sounds like my nephew did when he was 10 years old. I'm not lying. Well, his stock has risen for a pro prospect. And it's gone through the roof. And wait till he interviews. And he's very close to his parents. He's one of these guys that he's, the type of kid that stays home and plays his Call of Duty. So Daniel's stock is skyrocketed. For him, if you didn't hear the latest today, the bombshell, I think 5 of 6 of Florida State's best players are not going to play in the Orange Bowl. And I knew this was going to happen. I knew something like this could happen because both teams, Florida State and Georgia, they don't have the heart to play. I wouldn't surprise me if it wouldn't surprise me if Georgia gets a nice lead in this game and this mailing in also. Make sure kids don't get hurt. But I'm about to read the story right now. Good evening to everybody in the chat room. Moss, Raven Knight, Canes, and I don't know who else is in there for this second, but I'll say hello to all you guys in a second. But yeah, this story broke, I guess, last night because Chris Russo destroyed him. That's how I found out. That these kids said no, and this could hurt recruiting for them, by the way. Let's see who got the good grades in National Signing Day. I'm gonna keep finding out about that Florida State situation. Wow. All right. And then we're going to get right into the Dallas Cowboys. Because I don't need a script to talk about that. All right. Classes 25 to 21. K-State, SMU, Liberty, Clemson. Wow, Clemson was in the 20s. Wow. You talk about but then again, Debo doesn't believe in the transfer portal. Good for him. I remember when Coach K back in the early 2000s didn't believe in the one and dones. And then he went on to get one undone to add to his so-called, remember the key phrase, so-called legacy. We'll talk a lot about the Dallas Cowboys tonight, so stay tuned. Tomorrow I changed it around. Tomorrow we'll do the triplets, the Jimmy Johnson, how about them Cowboys era tomorrow. And then we'll celebrate 305's birthday Friday night. And Saturday we'll do the Dolphin Dynasty this weekend. And I don't need a script for that either. I mean, these are two teams I followed closely since I was 6 years old, so I know a lot about these two franchises, especially, believe it or not, Dallas a little bit more than Miami. Only because Miami's been so fucking inept the last way. And we're going to get to Miami and Dallas in a little bit later tonight, because if you didn't hear, and I'll play it for you later tonight, Mike McDaniel to guys like me who says, let's see you beat Dallas, Baltimore, and Buffalo. Mike McDaniel had a little response to guys like me. We'll play that later tonight. Oklahoma State, Oregon State, North Carolina State, Iowa, and Notre Dame. Wow. Notre Dame had the 16th best recruiting class. That's not bad for the Irish. That's not bad for them. Louisville, Arizona, LSU, Oklahoma, and Ole Miss is 15-11. Okay, not bad. Then you got Penn State at 10, Missouri at 9. That's good for Mizzou. I like Mizzou. I got Mizzou and Alabama of the bowl games, and I won with Jacksonville State. What else is new? Sean's Oregon Ducks is 8. Ohio State is 7. That clown as head coach. Georgia 6. Wow. Georgia number 6 in the early recruiting. Florida State 5. We were just talking about the Seminoles. Number 4 is Nick Saban. Number 3 is the Texas Longhorns. Okay. Texas number 3. Washington number 2. And the Michigan Wolverines number 1. Okay. All right. So there. I watched some of Cam Newton, who was at I saw a little bit of it this morning, and I will destroy that bed wench, Kimberly Russell. I'm so sorry. I always have Kimberly Russell on my brain. You know, the chick from the light-skinned chick from Head of the Class. Back in, damn, that was 40 years ago, bro. I always got her in my mind. I guess the Cowboys losing that game on Sunday the way they did has taken a little steam off this game Sunday, which I totally disagree. I think this game is huge, especially for the Dolphins. They're huge. You know what I'm saying? And Mike McDaniel, I played later on, had a little answer for guys like myself. All right, let's get to it. Back in 1970, it was called one of the probably the worst Super Bowl ever played because a friend of mine told me this many, many, many years ago. And he's a Dallas Cowboy hater. And he told me that the reason why the Cowboys Super Bowl and Chuck Howley is the only Super Bowl MVP for the losing team is that because the Cowboys lost the game. And at that time, you know, I was very pro Cowboy in my life back then. You know, and I was like, yo, how could you say that? Blah, blah, blah. You know, fast forward 50 years later, he was right. But when the Cowboys lost that Super Bowl, the big mantra on them was they couldn't win the big one. It's like Don Shula. He couldn't win the big one after losing to the Jets. And the following year, Dallas did something which was very miraculous. In the NFC Championship game, I think they were down 21-3. Tom Landry took out Craig Morton and put Roger Staubach in, and away Dallas went. They came back to win that game in San Francisco, and that's when the Cowboy-Niner rivalry started. And what could have been San Francisco, and I don't think San Francisco could have beaten Miami, though, became one of the great rivalries of all time. Cowboys and the Niners, who most likely will meet up in the playoffs in a couple of weeks again. You know, John Brody, Gene Washington, great wide receiver. I don't know why he's not in Canton. And the 49ers, it took them a decade to get over that. And Dallas did it back-to-back years. In San Francisco both times. Came back and beat them. And Dallas, from that time on, became what you see in the headline. Their defense, their front line became Doomsday. And all around America, people was falling in love with the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, like here, this is Cowboys. This is Dallas Northeast. That's a little joke. They talk about Dallas here. Because here in New York, there's so many Cowboy and Dolphin fans. And I'll be out in the street on Friday to get a vibe of how the fans of both teams feel. And they're not hard to find. And, you know, this is a long time coming. And these next 5 days, we're just going to get into it. Okay. 71, the Dallas Cowboys won their first Super Bowl as they destroyed the young upstart. At that time, nobody knew what was coming next for the Dolphins. Nor the Cowboys, by the way. As the Cowboys carried Tom Landry with the famous hand of his plays, as Tom Landry won his first Super Bowl. And the Cowboys became America's team overnight. And everywhere you looked on TV, they were the Dallas Cowboys. Everywhere you looked. As time went on, Miami became a dynasty. We'll talk about Miami on Friday and Saturday. I remember the first time they played since that Super Bowl was Thanksgiving 73. in Irving, and the Dolphins had their way with the Cowboys, and uh, many Dolphin players after that game said that game meant more to them than the Super Bowl. And the Dolphins, we'll talk about the Dolphins on Friday night with them. This is about Dallas tonight. 73 the Cowboys, 72 and 73. The Cowboys, for all the Super Bowls that they won and how great they were in the NFC. You know how many times Tom Landry, real talk, you know how many times Tom Landry lost the NFC championship games? Let's go back to 66 and 67. Before the Super Bowl era, he lost to Green Bay back-to-back years, including the 67 Ice Bowl in Lambeau. Legendary game. I did not see that game because I was just put on this earth, so I didn't see none of those Green Bay games. Then they lost to the Colts, and that was not good. That wasn't a good look for Dallas. Low-scoring game. Field goal game, by the way. That's why a lot of people couldn't stand that game. Colts won it with O'Brien field goal at the gun. I remember those Super Bowls were played at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So, back in the good old days. Then the Dallas Cowboys, came from Giants. Him and Lombardi was the two coaches. Assistant coaches. Yes, sir. Iman's on point. Evening, Iman. Good to see you, family. And then, the Dallas Cowboys lost the NFC Championship game in 72 at Washington. The Redskins were called the Over the Hill Gang. And then they lost the championship at home. I remember this championship game because I couldn't believe it. They lost in Texas Stadium to the Vikings in 73. And I remember the game very well. That's when the Purple People Eaters really had their way with the Dallas offensive line. And I expected America expected a Dallas-Miami rematch. You know, my mother used to pump that up back then. But instead, Dallas fell short again. 74, they didn't make the playoffs. And then in 75, the Dallas Cowboys was the first wild card team to ever make it to the Super Bowl. And I remember the game against the Vikings, which was the real Hail Mary. Starbuck to Drew Pearson. And they threw a liquor bottle at the referee and him in the head. Pearson made a one-handed catch. I'll never forget it. I went to the kitchen. Dallas was losing. It was very, 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 very late in the game. And I come back from the kitchen and I see the Vikings with the ball. I'm like, what the hell happened? And back then, we didn't have the technology back in the 70s like we do today where you can TiVo it, whatever they call that shit, where you can replay it. There was no VCRs back then, so I had to wait until they had a little break in the game late, and then they showed how Pearson caught the ball. And it was a big controversy back then. A lot of people, because remember, Dallas was either you love them or you hate them. And Cowboys, back in those days, they was about to explode even more, and I'll get to that. Oh, yeah. As a wildcard team, they totally they escaped. They squeezed that out against the Vikings in Minnesota. It was like 0 -10 temperature. maybe minus 20 in Minneapolis that day. And then the next week, Preston Pearson came on the scene, number 26, and I remember him making a phenomenal catch at the old LA Coliseum, because that's where the Rams used to play. And Dallas totally destroyed the Rams that day. And I just remember the uniforms of the Cowboys and the Rams, classic uniforms. I think the Rams should go back to that. Dallas upgraded just a little bit, but they still have the blue star and everything. And then Dallas ran into another roadblock, and it was unfortunate. And it was the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Dallas had a player who I used to love, and it's a shame by the time he got to Miami, he was in his prime, but he broke his neck. And that was Thomas Hollywood Henderson. And the infamous story was, he said Terry Bradshaw couldn't spell the word cat. If you put the C and the T, he still can't spell it. And that's when America really rallied behind the Pittsburgh Steelers. And why America loved the Pittsburgh Steelers was one reason only. The Steelers were all blue collar. Franco, Rocky Bleier, Lambert, Jack Ham, of course the Steel Curtain. And for some strange reason, Dallas couldn't beat Pittsburgh. Couldn't beat them. 21-17 at the Orange Bowl. In 75, and then 1978, 35-31, the infamous Jackie Smith dropping the ball in the end zone. And Dallas Cowboy fans back then were very disappointed that they just couldn't beat Pittsburgh. But there was a guiding light in all this. What really pushed the Cowboys over the hump. In 1975, at the Super Bowl, the Cowboys brought their cheerleaders with them. And boy, did that, woof. You talk about women that were hating back in those days. And that is the uniforms the young ladies wear now for the Cowboys. And that's what cemented the Cowboys as America's team, was the cheerleaders. And everywhere the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders went, they brought joy to a lot of people, children, men and women across America, across the world. And in 76, they lost the Super Bowl in 75 to the Steelers. In 76, they lost a heartbreaking playoff game at home again in Irving to the Rams. And I used to be wondering, how the hell you can't beat the Rams? I couldn't believe that. And that became a big rivalry in the 70s and in the 80s, Cowboys and the Rams. And they had James Harris, Pat Hayden at quarterback. Rams always had a revolving door, but the Cowboys had a setback again. And then something happened to the Cowboys again. The luck of the gods. They had the number 2 pick in the draft, or number 3 pick in the draft in 77. And that man you see in that thumbnail, number 33, was the missing link to the Dallas Cowboys. And when Dorsett went to the Cowboys, trust me, I watched every goddamn snap that team played. Drew was getting a little long in the tooth. Golden Richards was there, but he was almost gone. And they brought in a new group of receivers. One named Butch Johnson, who did the quake dance when he scored a touchdown in the end zone, caught a touchdown in the Super Bowl, which was legendary. And the Cowboys in 77, no one can beat them. That was Doomsday at their best in 77. And the Cowboys took care of business, went 12-2. There was only 14 games in the season back then. Home field took care of that. Destroyed the Vikings, destroyed the Rams, and destroyed the Broncos. Ironically, about that Bronco game, yeah, he's a legend up there in your high school. Yeah. Ironically, they beat Craig Morton and the Broncos. And that year, on the other side, in the AFC, that's when the Broncos arrived on the NFL scene. They had those beautiful orange jerseys, and they was known as the Orange Crush defense with Red Miller as the coach, and Bronco Mania came to the scene. And as a fan of the Cowboys back then in my life, I knew we would beat the Broncos. But what's so cool about was what happened before and after the game when Starbuck and Craig Morton hugged each other at a midfield before the game and after the game. And it's rough when you got two good quarterbacks on your team, and Landry was brilliant. I mean, Tom Landry, an all-time great. Matter of fact, I will call him him and Shula, the two goats, and Lombardi, the three goats in the history of the NFL when it comes to coaching. Landry was brilliant. He was very analytic. And if Tom Landry didn't like you, there was something wrong with you. Seriously. Coach Landry was the devout Christian man. He did everything the right way. And he struck up a great kinship with Roger the Dodger Starbuck. They had Dee Lewis, Charlie Waters, and Cliff Harris. They were a mirror image, believe it or not, the Dolphins. The difference was the front line, Doomsday as they called themselves, Harvey Martin, Randy White, Jethro Poog, and Ed Tutor Jones. That was the difference. They had a better defensive line than we did, but you could say that we had Warfield, they had Pearson. We had the triplets in the backfield. They had Dorsett. They had Calvin Hill when they won their first Super Bowl. He's more famous to you guys as the father of Grant Hill, the former NBA Hall of Fame basketball player back in the 90s and the 2000s. And the Steeler Raider, the Immaculate Reception game, the Bully game. I can do Pittsburgh, and I'll do a little Pittsburgh and the Raiders after I finish with the Cowboys. So the Cowboys wanted to win that Super Bowl, and everybody loved them in America. They was on TV over the place. The cheerleaders was always all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And the team from Western Pennsylvania didn't like that too much. Steelers was out of the limelight. Terry didn't like it because Terry Bradshaw was a country bumpkin from Louisiana. He was hee-haw. When Terry won his Super Bowls in the mid 70s, he was everywhere, especially on Hee Haw. And he was on Smokey and the Bandit, I believe. He was in that movie. And ironically, the next year, they played one of the classic Super Bowls of all time in the Orange Bowl in Miami. It was the first Super Bowl. No. It was the. Let me get this right. Uh, Dallas, Miami was at 4 o'clock. Yeah, I'm saying Dallas, Miami. Dallas, Pittsburgh was at 4 o'clock at the old Orange Bowl in Miami. So after that Super Bowl, that's when the Super Bowl started being in prime time. The first one was the Raiders. I believe it was the Raiders and the Eagles from the Superdome with Kenny King scoring I think it was like a 73-yard touchdown catch, and he ran it all the way with the late Bobby Chandler. And the way they went, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The Raiders, between 76 and 83, was the franchise in football. We'll talk about the Raiders whenever they get good again. But back to Dallas. Dallas and Pittsburgh played one of the great Super Bowls, Super Bowl 13 you've ever seen. I mean, all the stars shined that night. Starbuck was great. That was Tony Hill. That was Drew Pearson. Billy Joe Dupree. That was Dorsett, Robert Newhouse. That was Franco, Swan and Stallworth, Benny Cunningham. I mean, Rocky Bleier. The stars were out that night, that afternoon in Miami. And classic game, Jackie Smith dropped, which would have been the winning touchdown pass. And Jackie Smith had to live that down for the rest of his life. And the Steelers won their first Super Bowl, 3 or 4 in that decade. And Dallas Cowboys, strange things started to happen. 79, Roger Staubach's last season, he had concussion problems. Won a thrilling comeback win against the Redskins, knocked the Redskins out of the playoffs, and then they lost to the Rams. It's always the Rams with the Cowboys in the 70s. It was the Rams, the Vikings. Those were the teams they would lose to. And that was the end of the Roger Staubach era in Dallas. Roger was a spectacular player. And they don't make him like Roger Staubach no more. I believe him and former NBA role player, was a damn good role player in the 80s, Junior Bridgman, are the richest professional athletes after their career is over in America. It's him and Junior Bridgman. Roger Staubach got $800-900 million net worth. And Tom Landry went on to coach another decade, and then who we're going to talk about tomorrow night. And I'm going to get deep into that shit tomorrow night. But after the 79 season, 1980, the Cowboys was in a new era. It was the Danny White era with Doug Cosby and Tony Hill. You know, Dorsett was still there. And between 1980 and 1982, the Cowboys, unfortunately, lost 3 straight NFC Championship games. One of them is now known as another great San Francisco-Dallas game, was the catch in 81 in Candlestick Park in San Francisco. Dwight Clark, God bless his soul. And the 49ers became the dynasty of the 80s. That win made the 49ers into a dynasty. That championship game was outstanding. Dallas and San Francisco. Tom Brady was at the game as a little 4-year-old, believe it or not. And Dallas just didn't have the heart anymore. You could tell. It's 82 against the Redskins. I'm not even gonna kid about it. I sat in my living room watching that game, and to see the Redskins triplets and John Riggins, our kicker won the MVP that year, folks. That's right. Mark Mosley won the NFL MVP that year. The kicker. Ridiculous, right? And the Cowboys lost that game. And that was the end of the Doomsday era in Dallas. And Cowboys were never the same until a decade later. We'll get to that tomorrow night. I'll be right back. I can say this. Yeah, Redskins had a squad. It's great to go back in time and look at all these championship teams. They were all unique in their own way. Yes, Iman hit it on, because I'll do a little for Iman right here since he said that great point you just made. The Giants back then, back in 81, they had a rookie named Lawrence Taylor, and they played the Cowboys the second to last game of the season. And the Giants shockingly put the fear of God into the Cowboys and cost the Cowboys home field. And the Giants wanted to make the playoffs for the first time in like 20 years. And New York celebrated the Lawrence Taylor era. And then we all know what happened back in 86 and 1990. As a brilliant man named George Young left the Dolphin organization for the Giants organization, and away we go. 305 is in the building. Families in the building. It's good to see you, 305, Iman. All you guys, thank you for coming in tonight. So the Cowboys, in that span between 1971 and 1982, or you can even say 1970. Yeah, you can say 1970. The Dallas Cowboys went to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, no, not 7, 9 NFC championship games in 12 years. The only years they didn't go was 74, 75, 74, 76, 79. Look at that dominance by the Dallas Cowboys in NFC. They went to 9 NFC championship games in 12 years. Shout out to Coach Landry. That is why the Cowboys, to this day, Blue Star is America's team. Tomorrow night, Friday night, is that great man in the chat room. It's his birthday, so I switched it around. We'll do the How About Them Cowboys tomorrow, and then Friday and Saturday night we'll do we'll do God's Dynasty, the Miami Dolphins dynasty of the early 70s. And like for this stuff, folks, I don't need a script. I've seen it with my own eyes. That's why God blessed us with eyes. And to watch Doomsday back in the 70s was a phenomenal feat. It would be like in the millennium, a kid watching the Patriots for a 20-year span. Must see TV, even though they were boring. But the Pats were the Pats. You know what I'm saying? So that's a little history lesson for you guys about the Dallas Cowboys, about their legacy. And the beautiful thing is, I got to see all of this. So it was this talking about it just now was a great trip back to memory lane. Some of the great players that played for the Dallas Cowboys: Chuck Howley, Calvin Hill, uh, Bob Bruning, D.D. Lewis, Dennis Furman, Everson Walls, Randy White, Ed Tutul Jones, Bob, Jeffro Poole, Harvey Martin, Bob Lilly. See him right there in the picture. He's the guy in the middle. Dorsett, Newhouse, Preston Pearson, Golden Richards, and of course that man right there, the great Drew Pearson. And we'll talk about Landry tomorrow night, the great, brilliant coach he is. Well, what a legacy. Dallas Cowboys. Danny White. Tremendous talking about them tonight. Thank you, Dallas. Appreciate you. My childhood is right in that picture right there. Tomorrow night, we're going to talk about Tomorrow night, we're going to celebrate these guys. Now, I know most of you know the three guys on the left. They are known as the triplets, Aikman, Emmett, and Michael Irvin, the playmaker. But we're going to start tomorrow night talking about the man with the hat. Because what the owner who bought the team, Jared Jones, did to this man, I never forgave him for that, and never forgave the Cowboys for that. So we'll pick this up tomorrow night. But how about them Cowboys? We'll do that tomorrow night. And then for you, Mr. Miami, all weekend long, Friday night, get ready. Buckle your seatbelts, because you know damn well I will be into this beginning Friday night. And we're going to go from the beginning. I'm talking about when Joe Thomas built this team in the infamous 1968 draft, where most of this dynasty was built. And we're going to go death by piece by piece by piece Friday night. And we will be there. I'll move the time back. We'll be there 8 o'clock Friday night for God's Dynasty. We can go all night talking about this. So if you know Dolphin fans, tell them to pull up and listen to the great stories of this once proud franchise. They're not proud anymore. But we'll do that Friday night. We'll do the Dolphins Friday night. And don't forget, we'll be talking about this man as he goes up against Brock Purdy in the Niners next Monday night. We'll be there. We'll have a watch party up here, and we'll do the game up here Christmas night. Dallas and San Francisco. Coach Mace didn't pick me up. So, now, anyway, like I was saying, he saw Dallas win 27, 28, and 30. And we'll do that Friday night. We'll talk about Lamar Jackson against Brock Purdy. We'll do that up here. Don't think that we're not going to do that. We will cover that game. Mr. Miami's cracking up. I want to say good evening to people following this channel on X and on Facebook. Thank you for pulling up for that. Hope you're enjoying it with me tonight. We did a reminiscence of the Cowboys. We'll do it. Dallas, Miami on Sunday. Ravens and 49ers on Monday. Those are the two big games of the week. Mr. Miami wants the 49ers to win. And we'll see it. All right, let's get to Mike McDaniel, who, if you didn't hear his press conference today, Mike McDaniel did something which you rarely see. And I'm going to get it for you right now. And Mike McDaniel told skeptics like yours truly up here to bleep off. Let me get it. Everybody congratulate Jordan Hyman, as he's pumped up for Arsenal versus Liverpool this week. All right, this is Mike McDaniel today. All right, here you go. This is Mike McDaniel. We'll get this for you. Rich Eisen, who loves it. We all love Mike McDaniel. How could you not like a genius like Mike McDaniel? How could you not? All right, I got the point. I got it right where he said what he said. Fair use, fair use. This is Dolphins coach Mike McDaniel today for all the critics who said that Miami can't beat nobody if that's a good team. This is his response to all the Dolphin skeptics out there who keeps doubting this team. And they're going for them to really put the doubt away, they're gonna have to beat all three. They have to beat Dallas, Baltimore, and Buffalo. But this is Mike McDaniel today. Fair use to all the Dolphins critics. Here you go. This is Mike McDaniel.
And any other narrative that has to do with good teams or playoff seeds or the next 3 game, all that stuff. I gave them the clearance to tell all members of the media to, with all due respect, F off. With all due respect. Because all we're focused on is the Dallas Cowboys, and they definitely deserve our attention. So as we clean up our game from the previous, we'll be thinking about that, and the narratives will be what they be, and not really concerned. Know that that's going to exist, but it's really inconsequential for what we're trying to do.
Let me play Rich Eisen real quick.
Soundbite of the year.
There he is.
Because he knows if you don't front the disrespect with all due respect, you're being disrespectful.
Absolutely.
Mike McDaniel today, folks. And this is why, again, and I told people about Chris Greer's madness, where Chris Greer hates the fanboys. There you go, 305. Raven did it again. 305, Raven did it again. It's in the chat. You see it for yourself. Mike McDaniel, basically, Chris Greer and Mike McDaniel are guys who don't like fanboys. And fanboys are the sycophants of the team. They're the guys who have all the paraphernalia in their studios. Some of them are real, others are fake. They're in it for the money. They make good money off being fanboys. And Chris Greer and Mike McDaniel don't like the fanboys. And those are the sycophants. Those are the guys who make excuses when the Dolphins lose. And last week, the Dolphins did the ultimate, in my opinion, the ultimate gangster move. They picked up a guy off the street on Wednesday. He was in the starting lineup on the offensive line on Sunday. Tua didn't get touched. So what did that tell me? They don't want to hear excuses. They're tired of people making excuses for them. Like Mike McDaniel said in that press conference, which I didn't play the part, he says he designs the game plan. Players have to go out and execute it. He's absolutely correct. He's absolutely correct. And on Sunday, Tua wasn't touched, really. He only got sacked one time and he fell. But he wasn't harassed. And that's a sign of a great coach. And give Tua his due. I said it the other night. I mean, I said Tua is a good quarterback. Give him that. He's boring, but he gets the job done. That's all that matters. So, as we got the war now, Mr. Miami and Raven Knight in the chat. Dolphins, Cowboys on Sunday. We'll do the How About Them Cowboys tomorrow night. And it was great going down memory lane. We'll do more tomorrow night with the Cowboys. Talk about their dynasty years, and then we all know what's happening here Friday and Saturday night. But back to Mike McDaniel. That's a gangster move he disproved. He pulled today, telling that all the haters, the Dolphin haters, the non-believers, to F off. And that's what good coaches do. Jay Briscoe died today. Sad to hear that. So we are doing Dallas, Miami up here. We're reminiscing. I'm going to go back to a game back in 1978, and I sent the game to 305. And he loved every minute of it. And it was Dallas, Miami, 78. I remember the game very well. I watched the game. And it was a 4 o'clock game in Miami. Everybody waving the white hankies. And by the way, you will see the white hankies on Sunday. They expect 70,000 white hankies in Miami on Sunday. It's about damn time. The air horn will be back. As you heard it when they played the Raiders, they brought the air horns back to Miami. I swear to God, if I was back in the 80s. So while Dallas, Miami Sunday, I am so pumped up for it. And that will be the only game up here Sunday. Will be Dallas, Miami. So I'll be on at 4 o'clock. I will do the pregame show Christmas Eve morning. We've been waiting for this game for a long time. And Apocalypse Now will be the title of the thumbnail. Apocalypse Now. Dolphins and Cowboys, the legendary franchises, will go at it late Sunday afternoon. Fox is fired up about it. I'm fired up about it. What a Christmas the NFL has blessed us. Dallas, Miami on Christmas Eve, the Ravens and the 49ers on Christmas night. You couldn't enjoy a more better Christmas than those two games this weekend. And you got the NBA on Monday. If you care about the sad-ass NBA, John Morant went off last night and hit the game winner. And then you got ESPN today saying he's the face of the NBA. Oh, hell to the effing no. The face of the NBA right now is in San Antonio, Texas, Denver, Colorado, Dallas, Texas, Oklahoma City, Jason Tatum, Giannis, of course. No one cares about John Morant. No one cares about it. I'm dead serious. I'm dead as real. No one cares about it. He fell off. Go away. That's what I gotta say to him. So 13 minutes to 9. Monday night, 49ers win. Unis Noches. All I know is that I am pumped up for Sunday. I don't even know what I'm going to do Sunday morning. That's how excited I am. Wow. Christmas Eve. I remember, talk about Christmas Eve. The Dolphins have played some great games on Christmas, none better than some people called one of the great playoff games ever in the old War Memorial Coliseum in Kansas City. Christmas Day, Chiefs Dolphins, longest game ever played. Stenerud missed 2 chip shot field goals. One was blocked by Manny Fernandez. What a player Manny Fernandez was. And he missed the second one in overtime. Greasy led them down the field, hit Zonka in the flat, hit Jim Kick in the flat. Warfield got the big play. And then Garo Premium kicked a 53-yard field goal that was good. And that's when the Dolphins became the dynasty of the NFL. Next week, we'll talk about it Friday night. I'll show some clips of it. We'll show some clips of the Cowboys tomorrow night, the triplets. Get Dallas fans, get their lips wet for Sunday. Yep, the old Orange Bowl. That was the first time the Dolphins ever played an AFC Championship game. It was in the Orange Bowl in Miami. Back then it was 83,000 white hankies. Second play of the game, Greasy a play action and hit Warfield 74 yards down the field, and you saw the sea of white hankies. I'll never forget it. My mother, gang, I was 7 years old. My mother used to wave the handkerchief and made me wave one to the TV set. And away we went. And we'll talk about the great dynasty in Miami on Friday night. And wow, I got emotional up here when I was doing the Cowboys. And Miami, you had to live it to see it. And I'll say it again. If you're a kid from the millennium, like late 90s, then your team of greatness is obvious is the Patriots. Unless you live in the Pacific Northwest or the Mid-Atlantic for the Ravens. You lived out in Seattle. Who else? Philly and Green Bay for the NFC. And the AFC, you had the Patriots, of course, but you had Big Ben. You had Flacco and Manning. And those 4 quarterbacks equals 8 Super Bowls to Brady's 6. So you could basically say that in the 21st century, each of the best AFC quarterbacks at that time each won 2 Super Bowls. Peyton Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, Joe Flacco, and I forgot the other one I just named who won 2 Super Bowls. And Brady won 6. So fascinating. Fascinating. 21st century, the Pats were the team. Maybe Kansas City can pull ahead. It's going to be interesting this playoffs, folks, especially in the AFC. I think the NFC is a wrap. I think it's the Niners against the world. It's going to be hot Sunday in Miami. Okay. There you go, Mr. Miami lives down there. It's going to be very hot in South Florida on Sunday. So we'll get it ready. We get it rocking and rolling. I'll be back in 3 minutes. It's time to take my meds to keep me going. I'll be back in 3, everybody. Bring me a bottle of water back here. I'll see you in a couple. Be right back. 305 watching his professional wrestling on the AEW. Yeah, I know. He won 2 Super Bowl. I know. Cowboys bringing some heat. Okay, we'll see. I'll be back in 3 minutes, everybody. Yes. So, all right, I'm back. I guess everybody is taking off. My gator is hungry. I didn't know you own a gator. I didn't know that. Now, see, I didn't mention that. You brought them up, not me. So, uh, we're gonna have 2 great games on Sunday, folks. And one Sunday, one Monday. CJ Stroud's not playing, so there's no early game really worth talking about. Bengals and Steelers on Saturday night, Saturday afternoon. The death march of Mike Tomlin continues. Why should Mace for president in 24? I appreciate that, but I don't picture myself as president. But I appreciate that, Keynes. Appreciate you very much. And Canes, I caught your text. I'll send it to you by Friday. And I just been running around so much. But I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you. So. Oh, yeah, I can't take these guys seriously. Boy. Angels could be picking up Marcus Stroman and Chris Snell from free agency. If that happens, I'll go, okay. Bellinger's asking for $200 million. He's looking at an 8 to 10 year deal for $200 million. I wouldn't do it. And I love Cody, but I still wouldn't do it. Very good, very important Thursday night game tomorrow night. I'll be up here for it. Too bad this game ain't on Sunday, but it's tomorrow night. We'll do it up here while we're doing the How About Them Cowboys. Saints at the Rams tomorrow. Loser still in the wild card hunt. Winner still in the wild card hunt. Losers out. Not many great games on Sunday. Blue Jays, Cubs, and Giants. All in on Cody Bellinger. So, I am not talking Ron Washington right now. I just can't do it. I'm not happy with that. And no, I cannot talk about Ron Washington right now. I can't do it. Maybe in May, where it's a dead period, football, finish the draft, they're having mini camp. Maybe I will have a comment or two then, but not now. I cannot talk Ron Washington. And what pisses me off about this is, number one, why the hell did we hire this man? Number two, do you know this man's resume? And I'm getting tired of people talking about Ron Washington like he's Bruce Bochy. I'm tired of this. This love of look. Do I like Ron Washington? Yeah. You know, I gotta put up with the ineptitude. Yeah. But in a big spot, anyway, I will not talk about Ron Washington, okay? And I'll say it again. Let me do the football schedule again on Sunday. I can tell you, number one, the one game that does not exist on the schedule is that game in Carolina. Okay, the game where there was nobody there. Green Bay and Carolina does not exist. Okay, repeat. Green Bay and Carolina does not exist on Sunday. That game is not. I've never heard of those two teams. Okay. Never heard of the Green Bay Packers. Never heard of Carolina. Those games are off the board. No Carolina, no Green Bay on Sunday. That game doesn't exist. Let's see. Yes, I totally agree with that, Canes. Relocation to a new spot, new people. People don't know you, especially when you're a person like myself that was always an outcast. Everywhere I lived, I was an outcast. I'm getting sick and tired of some Kane fans trying to fire that they don't know. Again, they don't know why he's there. And this is why guys like me, Coach Mike McDaniel, get on Dolphin fan, Miami sports fan. Okay. Mario Cristobal is doing exactly why he was brought there. To recruit and keep kids home in South Florida. He's doing a hell of a job doing it. And if we get KJ Jefferson, boy, you know what? If they get KJ Jefferson, I'll let Canes come up here every Friday night and give him 45 minutes to talk about Canes football from Paradise Camp. I swear to God, I will do that. Dolphins. Hurricanes, one of 4 teams, A&M. I believe Clemson. But there's 4 teams for KJ Jefferson. And he had a pretty fascinating visit to Miami. And we'll do the Packers next week. Up here, it'll be trouble in it'll be what you call that? When you in deep ice. But I'll think of a name for the thumbnail. And it is definitely trouble in Lambeau, for sure. That situation has fallen apart in Green Bay right now. It really has. And I'll talk about it next week. We'll do Green Bay next week. There'll be a nice thumbnail so Mr. Miami can laugh. But again, that game, Mace, to be honest, I appreciate the offer. And I will take you up on it to talk about the Canes. Yeah, bro. I think it's good for you, bro. Talk about something that you love close to your heart, man. It is rough, man. It's rough, bro. My heart goes out to you, brother. It really does, Canes. My heart goes out to you, bro. Yep, to live and die in Green Bay. You know what? That's the top. That'll be the thumbnail. The live and die in Green Bay. We'll do that next week. To live and die in Green Bay, baby. We'll do that next week. Oh, man. All right, let me turn around. It's getting late in Orlando. Let me turn around and see what's happening in that one. Okay. Go to the NBA. Clippers have won 8 in a row. If anyone cares. Indiana winning again big. Miami crushing Orlando tonight. Good job by the Heat. Cleveland's rolling up Utah. Oh, Philly and Minnesota. I'll go over there in a minute. Knicks and Brooklyn, who cares? Denver and Toronto. Denver rolling the Raptors tonight. Knicks rolling up Brooklyn tonight. Atlanta rolling up Houston tonight. Bulls up on the Lakers at halftime. Lakers are stumbling a little bit. Clippers and Dallas just started. All right, let me go over there. Okay, let's swing around the NBA a little bit. I wish Jim's was up here tonight. Let's swing around it a little bit. Miami's winning big, so I don't have to do the Heat. Nice to see the Heat wearing, to me, one of the best uniforms I've ever seen. It's the flaming red Heat jersey. They're wearing it. That's my favorite uniform and one of my all-time favorite NBA uniforms. Don't ask me why. I'm a weirdo. The Heat got no. That's not the Orlando got Milwaukee, Indiana, and Philadelphia coming up for the Orlando Magic. Miami up by 21 with 5 minutes to go in Orlando. Jokic, Nuggets, totally abusing. Toronto has to break that up. That team is going too much talent, but this goes to show you that when you're in an environment that you get tiresome, I mean, it's a great city, great nightlife, but it's damn cold in Toronto this time of the year. Great fans, though. So, fans making fools out of themselves, as always. See the Dolphins on Sunday. That's the one thing I want to look at right now as they're replaying the Bills massacre. Word out in Seattle. Let me bring this up. Word out in Seattle is that this may be it for Pete Carroll, and they'll bring Dan Quinn back in the near future to coach the Seahawks. If you're Dan Quinn, if you're going to take the Seahawk gig, you better get yourself a good offensive coordinator so he can work with your next quarterback. Because your next quarterback, you may be drafting in this draft. It's a good chance. And it could be a good chance it'll be the hometown kid, Michael Penix. But we'll see. A lot of rumors out there. The death march of both Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin is happening. If you care to watch those train wrecks. So the NBA right now is okay. LeBron off to a fast start tonight in Chicago. And we'll see the boys from South Beach on Sunday. Cannot wait. Sunday morning. Oh man, I'm gonna be like a 9-year-old kid again on Sunday. Wasn't that something Monday night with Drew Lock? Canes is good people, bro. Rough, man. Canes, brother. My heart's with you, bro. Let me just put it that way. So, Miami, you don't play the Patriots no more. You've been past that, bro. You got Dallas, Baltimore, and the Bills. Appreciate you, Canes. You know that. Appreciate you, family. So right now, the only close game in the NBA is the Lakers and the Bulls, but they're at halftime. When they come back, I'll give you a little play-by-play of that game. I'll drop the link so you guys can pull up. Yeah, Mr. Miami with that palatial 6-bedroom palatial estate, 4.5 baths, and he has a swimming pool and putting in a golf course for him in Davie. Shout out to Buffalo Dan as his bills to circle the wagons. No problem, Canes. No problem, family. We'll have after hours tonight. They need to be eliminated, the Bills, from the playoff picture. It's going to be interesting. Miami beats Dallas. Miami's in the playoffs, and they'll win the division. I got a strange feeling Miami's gonna win on Sunday. I do. Miami's gonna beat Dallas. So let's get that feeling. I think Miami now is about to turn that corner. Everybody's coming back except Williams. He's not coming back, but everybody's gonna play Sunday for the Dolphins. Yeah, you like the Dan Marino on the fish tank? Yeah. You know, and the sad thing is 305, These young Dolphins fans don't appreciate Dan Marino or Bob Grease. They really don't. They don't appreciate the legacy of the Dolphins. They don't. And maybe that's one of the reasons why there's such ineptitude in the franchise, because this franchise don't appreciate their legacy. It took the Cowboys and 49er fans a long time, but they do now. I know Canes appreciates Dan Marino. Yeah. I wish I had a Chevy on 26. Dallas, Miami's going to be a war Sunday. Get ready for it, everybody. Whew, get ready for it. Speaking to that, so I doubt there'll be an early game. Aaron Rodgers called it the season, so he's not coming back for that crap. Lions and Vikings on Sunday. Redskins, Commanders, and Jets don't exist. Green Bay and the Panthers don't exist. You know it's a good game, but it's on at 4 o'clock. Damn. The NFL really screwed the Jaguars. So, in other words, the rest of the Central and North Florida will not see Dallas and Miami because they moved the Buccaneer game to 4 o'clock. God, I know if you're a Buccaneer and Jaguar fan living in the state of Florida, that was scheduled as a 1 o'clock game. And you said you're going to get somewhere and watch the Dolphin game. And now you can't even see that. Wow. It sucks to be those team fans, doesn't it? Then the following Sunday, we'll all be in Baltimore for the Ravens and the Dolphins. I will not do a late game that day, but I will do the night game. And you know who's playing the night game. That's right, folks. We'll be in Minneapolis next Sunday night for the Packers, Jordan Love, against whoever's playing for Minnesota. So we'll do that next Sunday night. We'll be in Minneapolis. So I'll be on the air at probably 7:30 for the pregame show. We'll wrap up all the games of the day. I'll run to mom's and watch the Chiefs and Bengals. That's the late afternoon game next Sunday. New Year's Eve, everybody. And then college football is New Year's Day. And then to end the season, Steelers at Ravens, Jets, Patriots, Texans, and the Colts. That's a big game. Seahawks, and if the Dolphins win Sunday, Buffalo and Miami is meaningless. I mean, it's big for Buffalo, but Miami is meaningless. I'm looking here to see what will be the if I had to say a game right now, which will be your late game, like the night game on NBC, it will be either Falcons and Saints, Browns, Bengals, or Vikings and the Lions. Those going to be the three games they'll choose from. Because I believe Miami's going to win on Sunday. They're going to beat the Cowboys, and then Dolphins clinch. So everything for the Dolphins is next Sunday. If they beat Baltimore, they'll be the one. So I'll let you know what we're doing in 2 weeks from Sunday. But I can tell you right now, an early game we will do will be the Bills and the Dolphins. That'll be our early game. The late game, I would assume, will be either the Rams and the Niners for sure. And I think the other late game that day will be they'll probably put the Vikings and the Lions, Falcons and Saints, or Browns Bengals. One of those games could be your late game. Because the NFL likes to space it out. So I think most of the league, week 18 will be playing at 1 o'clock. Dolphins beat Dallas, then that game is meaningless for Miami. And I think Dolphin fans want it that way. Oh, man. So we're going to have a good Christmas weekend up here. And then we're going to have a good New Year's Eve up here. The way it should be. Mr. Miami, New Year Eve drunk that day. You'll be drunk. Oh, yeah, next Sunday night, we'll see Jordan Love next Sunday night against the Vikings. Yo, my mom's side of the family is Jaguar fans. I tell them all the time, keep waiting because I don't think you will win a Super Bowl anytime soon. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is going back to the dark box here. Let me say this for Jacksonville. I think they have to do a couple of things. I'll tell you one thing I would do if I'm them. I would be in the Devontae Adams sweepstakes. That's one. Kane's family, he's among a lot of Jaguar fans. I'll say this. Growing up, and I said this story the other night. I think I said it on Sunday. Growing up in a community of nothing but Steeler bandwagon fans, bro, made me sick, man. You know what I'm saying? It made me absolute sick to my stomach. Green Bay poison. Again, the Packers are off limits up here. I will do to live and die in Green Bay next week. Don't worry, that thumbnail's coming. So we're getting ready to have the beautiful Dolphin Cowboy thumbnail, and the backdrop is going to be Dolphin Stadium. And Dolphin fans should enjoy that. Speaking of that, let me see something. Take a look at point spreads. All right, let's see. Young Super Bowl. All right. Matt Hasselbeck's son is committed to UCLA. Good for the young Hasselbeck. So young Hasselbeck is going to UCLA. So he's rated as a third 3-star recruit. So oof. Where I want to go. Oh yeah. All right, James Cook is hurt. I'll find that out in a minute. Shout out to Big Money Sean. Let me see, Philadelphia and is going on. Clippers blowing out Dallas, so they'll go to 9 wins in a row for the Clips squad. Knicks blowing out Brooklyn. Knicks have played good basketball, folks. And let me say this: the pulse of this city is the Knicks. The reason why there's no rah-rah is there's no stars on the team. And if you're a devoted Knicks fan, you watch the Knicks every night, you like your team to be that way. I know Auntie disagrees because Auntie wants a superstar on the Knicks so bad. All right, Philly's going to beat Minnesota. Miami's going to beat Orlando. Heat playing good basketball. Denver is rolling tonight. They're going to beat Toronto, the gutless Raptors. Houston is coming back against Atlanta. So Christmas time everywhere. There'll be no NBA up here, I can tell you that. I'm spending Christmas with Mom. We'll do a recap of the Dolphins game. And after that, I'm going to say Merry Christmas to you guys. And I'm going to spend Christmas Eve with mom at her house. I'm asleep in my old bed. And just chill. Has there been a more disappointing team in the NBA than the San Antonio Spurs? I expected more from the Spurs. So NBA is a different world, folks. Not my world, I'll tell you that. Oh boy. Let me see something. Here we go. Let me see something. Orange Bowl, yeah. Wasn't that something? Well, these were the fastest 2 hours, folks. So I can't believe it's 2 hours already. Get back to what I was doing. So the heat keeps rolling, folks. You'll see them Christmas night as they're playing the night game on Christmas. As they're playing Philadelphia. I believe that's an ESPN game. I know the Lakers are on the ABC doubleheader. They play Boston at 5:30. Denver's early. I think Denver. I believe they're playing the. I think the Bucks are playing the Knicks, and the Nuggets are playing the Buck. I don't know. I gotta take a look again. I'll do that in a few minutes. I'm just chilling up here again. Just chilling right now. So the Nuggets just won again. Nuggets going crazy right now. Since it's quiet, let me get into the Ravens and the 49ers. 49ers have an all-star team. They just do. And I'm just going to keep it 100 with you guys. You know, 49ers right now is a runaway freight train. They just are. This, man, it's hard to explain, but the Ravens, you know, I'm very high on them. And I just look at them, the Ravens. I think the Ravens will put up a good fight on Monday night. I do. I don't think the Ravens are going to lie down, let the 49ers freight train them like the Niners have done most of their opponents lately. I don't see it. I just don't. Oh, I will say this, and I always say it. Sometimes when you're so good, and they are good, don't think they're not, folks. Ravens are better. They're better than what people think they are. But they're damn good. I think a lot of people, you know, for one reason or another, they're not giving the Ravens their due. I'll tell you what, I damn sure give the Ravens their due. And this is going to be a heavyweight fight, folks. And I do believe, depending on how Miami wins on Sunday, if Miami wins the game and they win by, let's say, putting their foot down like the Bills did, Miami will jump up for me as the best team in the AFC. And that Raven game next Sunday is everything. I'll be on the air because, believe it or not, I'm laughing what I'm about to say. Believe it or not. Yo, Vader, pull up, bro. Pull up that. Here's the link. Pull up. That boy Vader's gonna join us. Oh, I was watching Good Morning Football this morning. I caught a little bit of it. And they was talking about the Bengals could be one of those teams that can hoist that Super Bowl trophy with Jake Browning at quarterback. If they get Chase back for the playoffs, Cincinnati's could be very dangerous. Cincinnati's could be very dangerous. 305 be up here in about a half hour. Canes will be up here later. Whew. So, should be good. Should be real good, bro. We'll have a good playoff this year. Yeah, we know you're watching your professional wrestling right now. We know that. I dropped the link for that boy to pull up. So, I'll be up for a little bit because I'm getting tired. So, if you can't pull up, you can pull up tomorrow. I'm on tomorrow. Usually I'm not on Thursdays, but I might as well do the Jimmy Johnson Cowboys tomorrow, and I'll be glad to do that. And then Friday, Saturday is all Miami up. Yep. Oh man. Did the NBA tonight, hockey. Tomorrow's their big night. A lot of infighting also in Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts criticizing his teammates for lack of heart and effort. Hey Jalen, you shouldn't be that way, bro, because it ain't like you're lighting up the skyline. Chase and Kelsey standing up for Jalen Hurts. All right. There we go. All right, the Bills game on Saturday night against the Chargers is only on the Peacock channel. So if you have Peacock, you can see the game. If not, who cares? Buffalo's gonna win anyway. Miami's cracking up. That boy said, "No doubt, Unc, I got you." Yeah, man, appreciate you, man. Appreciate all you guys who come through. I sure do. I want to thank all you guys, man. You guys been great, and I totally appreciate you guys. So, all right. Just up here chilling for a little bit. Ugh. Yep. Ooh. Yeah, man. Just chilling up here on a Wednesday night. Nothing's happening. Turn my chair around. All right, next one again. So all the NBA is just about over. I think the only game that is going to be left is the Clippers tonight. All right, NBA TV is showing the Kings and the Celtics in about 3 minutes. Maxey had 35 tonight for Philly as they trounced the Minnesota Timberwolves. Murray had 20 tonight. But the Bulls up by 13 on the Lakers with 5 minutes to go in Chicago. Atlanta, early fourth quarter, blew a 17-point lead tonight to Houston. I knew that was going to happen. Hero had 28, 8, and 7. Give Hero a lot of credit. Hero didn't like the fact that guys like me mocked him. And he's from Milwaukee, so he went out and got himself a Dame Lillard jersey. Hope Raven Knight enjoyed his birthday. Babyface Spencer.
And with that, we say welcome to MLB Time presented by Geico alongside former executive here, Daniel Dow, and from All-Star Chris Salem out there. And by the way, Dan kicked the time. You best from the best. Like good day soon. I think about Christmas time. Okay, it's good. That's the Texas Holidays, Jared. Let's see what happened. Santa was ready 5 hours early. I want to I'm waiting right now. Waiting for the party. We're going to get to baseball in just a second. I know a lot of people are ready for holiday travel. Team, you're better when it comes to this. How much is it like tempting to fly that people are going to find? Like, that's like a bad booking. We got to get on. This is my family Christmas. And yet, when I understood you had an hour and a half, let me just get this right now. Show ends, rental car back, get through security when everybody should be flying on Friday to get home from Christmas. Just another day there. I got cleared. I got TSA pre-check. I'm walking on.
So, Raven appreciates that. I said, I hope he had a good birthday yesterday. Mavericks. Mavericks making a run right now at the Clippers. So, all right, Dallas storming back down 6. That's that crowd in Dallas. And I like those people down there. I did a lot of those airline wars, folks. Trust me, I did. And a lot of problems in Phoenix as that's not working there. And I predicted it wouldn't. Blew a 23-point lead last night to the lowly Portland Trailblazers. But I tell you, I'll say it again. I forgot who asked me this last night. Someone asked me what's make me very happy in Portland, and it's making the fans in Portland very happy, is that we have the second coming of Kobe Bryant and young Shaden Sharp. And you have a one-generational player on your team, you can enjoy losing more. As those good people out in the prairie land, out in Portland, Oregon, they're enjoying Shaden Sharp out there. Kamara is a hell of a player. Got a couple of enforcers on this team now. Going to get a very high draft pick next year. So I will be very, very excited for the lottery and the draft next year. You have to be that way with a young club. But I'm happy what's happening in Portland. I'm watching a team grow up together. I'm watching progress. And that's all you can ask for as a sports fan, that when your team is in the dumps, you're starting over again, I want to see some progress. And I'm beginning to see some progress out in Portland. I will watch the last 3 episodes of The Trail when I'm out of here tonight. And that will put me to sleep. All right, Dallas is storming back right now, wearing their new black uniforms. Doncic. Tony Luka is a damn moose out there. Zubac going to the foul. Those are nice jerseys that the Mavericks have. Very nice black jerseys. Portland, it's like Little House in the Prairie. Yes, it's the prairie land out there. I love it though. I'll be out there in April. Go see my boys. All right, Dallas taking their time. All right, Dallas down 3. I'm glad I'm watching this one right now because this game is fascinating. From Big D, Clippers have won 8 in a row. Tim Hardaway Jr. finally wearing his father's number for the Mavericks. He used to always wear 11. Now he's wearing 10. All right, Mavericks down 1. What a comeback by the Mavericks. I saw the score at 57-42. Halftime. Now this is happening. Mace is going to go to Portland and let the world know that the Blazers will soon be back on top soon. Something like that. All right, that Clippers just hit a 3, up by 4. Miami wins comfortable tonight. Dallas just hit a 3. So this game is going back and forth. All right, Harden's going to the foul line for that one. What a slow night. But you know, Monday all day, NBA. We like the NBA. My mom at her house, she'll be watching. She'll catch the second half of the Nuggets and she'll catch the Lakers in Boston. And then she'll watch the Knicks early, but well, then again, she could watch all 3 in her house before television. His mom will be macking the sports on Monday. I will be off Monday, but I'll be on Monday night. I'll be on at 8 o'clock as we get it going with the Ravens and the 49ers. That's an ESPN game, I believe. Let me make sure. Make sure. All right, Clippers up 4. 5.5 to go. All right, here's Luka. Yep. ESPN will have the Ravens. So CBS will have Kansas City. Fox will have the Giants and Eagles. You want to hear the Aaron Rodgers Jet speech? Yeah, well, I gave it a go. I don't think the team was good enough to win, plus we was eliminated. I'm not going to sacrifice my health for this football team. I'll do it when I'm playing on the field. I'm off limits off this team until they get better. And yeah, well, I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair, but it's what it is. And I'll be back ready to go next year, full front. There you go, Canes. That's Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Cap and Rodgers. You just can't make this shit up. Yeah. All right, Dallas down 5. Dallas down 4, 5 minutes to go in the third. Aaron Cap and Rodgers. Jets play Thursday night. Next Thursday night, a week from tomorrow, they're playing at Cleveland against the Browns and Joe Flacco. This is the same guy who wanted to play on, then changes his mind. Yeah. All right, made the first free throw. Yep. All right, Clippers pulling away a little bit from the Mavericks. Kawhi Leonard makes both free throws. And see what's happening here. All right, Clippers up 10 again. Test got his signal. He's having a bad Wi-Fi. Let's see if he comes through now. Yeah, I got him now. All right, Test is up here. There he is. What's up, bro?
What's up, motherfucker?
There you go. Oh man, I can't wait for Sunday and Monday. I was talking about it up here.
I want to wait for Monday.
Woquan Smith said he's gonna have the game of the century in San Francisco.
Yeah, we already beat his ass. I remember when he was in Chicago, had him running silly, bro. We the reason he got traded to fucking the Ravens, bro. Fuck out of here, bro. You better shut up. You remember he was in Chicago looking crazy, fool. We had this motherfucker like, where's the ball? Where's the ball? Fuck out of here, man.
What's up, Canes? I'm still laughing, bro. That oh, did you see Mike McDaniel gangster move today?
I don't got TV, bro.
All right, let me get it for you. This is one of the coolest things. You know, the one thing I will give Mike McDaniel, he cannot stand the fanboys.
From the 49ers. Don't play that shit.
Now,
You either know what you're talking about or you don't.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You dealing with a nigga that went to Harvard. You think he got time for the dumb shit, bro?
Nope. He sure don't.
I'll say this. The Dolphins got them a coach. He's going to be there.
The last two coaches were good.
Nah, McDaniels, he's a good people person and a good coach. Like, he knows how to deal with the players. Flores was a good defensive coach, and he was a good disciplinarian, but he had terrible people skills. I think you got all in one with Mike McDaniels, and he's not too proud to say he don't know defense. What he do? You go get the best defensive coordinator out there. You take care of that shit. That's a sign of a good leader.
I totally agree. I love him. I love Flores too, because at least with him, I saw direction.
Yeah, but he's the mean dad. Like, he's just gonna, everything is drill sergeant. He's gonna beat discipline into you. It works when you.
No, go ahead.
Nah, that works when you're trying to build something. So what he built the foundation of what the Dolphins are now. McDaniels is the finished product, bro. He's giving you the finished product. So Flores is a good foundational coach. Like, he'll come in, if your shit is out of order, undisciplined, he's gonna whip them boys into shape. But after a while, I told you I met
Flores.
Not Flores. What's
Chris Greer.
Yeah, but the player, I met him in a cookie shop. I got a picture with him. Fucking the linebacker, Equivon. Remember I showed you that picture of me and Equivon?
Yeah.
Samson Equivon, the linebacker. Yeah. And I was talking to him, and I was talking to him, and I was like, yo, like, what the fuck really happened with Floyd? He was like, nigga, bruh, that nigga was mean as fuck, bro. Like, we hated that nigga, bro. We hated going to practice. I said, that shit different, McDaniels? He said, bro, that shit is so different. So you see, Flores was in their eyes, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Fair use. This is Coach Mike McDaniel earlier this afternoon telling all the detractors like myself and all the fanboys this.
From the previous, we'll be thinking about that, and the narratives will be what they be, and not really concerned. Know that that's going to exist, but it's really inconsequential for what we're trying to do.
Soundbite of the year.
There he is.
Because he knows if you don't front
the clearance to tell all members of the media to, with all due respect, F off. With all due respect. Because all we're focused on is the Dallas Cowboys, and they definitely deserve our attention. So as we clean up our game from the previous, we'll be thinking about that, and the narratives will be what they be, and not really concerned. Know that that's going to exist, but it's really inconsequential for what we're trying to do.
Soundbite of the year.
There he is.
Because he knows if you don't front the disrespect with all due respect, you're being disrespectful.
Absolutely.
So it removes all disrespect when you front it. He fronted it and backed it. With all due respect.
There you go. Mike McDaniel telling the detractors, the haters, to F off that they haven't beaten a good team this year. And you got to give that man a lot of credit.
You know what that tell me?
Yeah.
Bro, they finna do something to Dallas, bro. They finna do a demolition. Yo, they finna embarrass Dallas. Yo, all that shit about we can't beat nobody, they going in front of the world. Watch how. You remember everything I tell you be gold. I just get it from, you could tell a lot going into the week by what's being said, how you feel, nigga, the wind direction, the universe gives it to you, bro. What the universe is telling me,
Yeah.
They finna blow out the Cowboys, and coming in on Tuesday, it's gonna be Dolphins 49ers Super Bowl. That's all everybody gonna be talking about.
Well, remember, they got Lamar next week for the number 1 seed.
I feel you, but dog, they beat Dallas and we beat. Remember, every team that plays the 49ers ain't the same after we play them.
That's true. Look at the Eagles right now.
After we get our hands on you, you ain't right, and then you gotta go play somebody else. That's good. That's what I'm saying, fool. They do us a favor. Miami do us a favor. We're gonna do them a favor, bro. We're gonna smack the fucking Ravens. Brock Purdy gonna have all the birds in his collection. Then Miami gonna put a helmet on the Cowgirls. And then all is right with the world, nigga.
Raven says, F us, not gonna happen. Next week, you'll be kissing your bruises. Dolphins
we'll
beat Dallas.
We'll see. We'll see.
Good. Raven, I'm just gonna say this. The Dolphins had to wait 2 months for this game since Kansas City. And by the way, 305 is up here. What's up, family?
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
We're good, family.
What's up, bro?
What's up, brother? Out here? Just sitting back chilling.
Geeky ass nigga.
Dolphins will lose. Raven says Dolphins will lose. I test must have said so because the Miami's going crazy. I'm going to let Miami laugh a little bit. I'm going to tell them what Ravens is going to do.
You know that Cajun ass Geechee. You over there cooking up that gumbo. Gumbo rice. Sipping on that XXX liquor, bro. Out the country.
They just ass laugh.
My bad. I'll stop. You know them country ass nigga, they be drinking that fucking gin, nigga. You don't know where they got that shit from. You remember in the cartoon, that bottle had 3 X's on it.
Oh, my ribs hurting.
Niggas still drink that shit. You made that shit out of corn, nigga. Corn.
Oh, my ribs.
What's up, bro? You ready to beat the Cowgirls? I'm gonna leave you alone.
You know it. See, I'm ready for this Sunday. And
Monday.
I got
It's
to
Monday.
do some
Monday.
work today.
No, Sunday's Miami. Monday's the Ravens and the Niners.
Cowboys going down Sunday. I mean Cowgirls. I forgot.
Cowgirls. There it is.
Or
Yeah,
Chiefs.
we beefing.
Raven said for you 305, get that bottle ready.
Pop that motherfucker, man.
Dolphins are going down.
You crazy as hell, bro. This shit gonna be it's gonna be a spectacle, nigga. Tuesday, you gonna walk in like, damn, 10-5, got smacked up by the Dolphins and the 49ers this year. Ain't no hope going to the playoffs, guys.
Let's put up the thumbnail, God's Dynasty.
And they got to take on Detroit and I think next week.
Right after that, yeah. That's what I'm saying, for Eagles. Yeah, good for their cup. We went through that schedule. I remember there was 1 year, bro. The Super Bowl year. You know what the NFL did to us, bro? That's why I don't feel sorry for none of y'all niggas. Bro.
And Seattle had the same schedule.
Remember, they gave us Seattle, the Ravens. No, they gave us Seattle, Green Bay, the Ravens,
Cincinnati.
New Orleans. Remember, yeah. I'm talking about the 2019 year.
Yeah, that was a great game too.
But you remember that schedule we went on. We went Seattle Thursday night, we went Seattle, Green Bay, New Orleans,
Ravens.
No, we went Ravens, then New Orleans. Then we came back home for the Rams and Atlanta. We lost that shit.
Yeah, I remember that game.
You remember, bro? Like, bro, they did us. Julio Jones caught the game-winning touchdown. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. I was like, damn, what the fuck? But, bro, they did us in with that schedule. Because remember, the Rams, Green Bay was number 1 in the conference, number 2 in the conference that year. The Ravens was number 1 in their conference. New Orleans was number 3 in the conference. Who else? Seattle was number 4 in the conference. Number 5 in the conference. Bro, they put us in that fucking blender, dog. Only team we lost to in that whole stretch was the Ravens and Seattle. And then we had to beat Seattle at home for the last game for the number 1 seed.
Yep.
Yeah, you remember number 1 seed that year. Fucking Tyreek Hill didn't catch that third and forever. We Super Bowl champs, dog.
What was worse? Tyreek Hill catching that 44-yard pass or Emmanuel Sanders being overthrown by Jimmy?
Jimmy, bro. That shit hurt my heart. I knew it. When I seen him miss that shit, I said, it's over. Yo. It was something in me that said that was the throw. And I knew he couldn't make it. And what fucked me up that year, he made that throw, I think, 3 times that season. And I remember each one of them because I was like, how the fuck he did that? New Orleans, you remember he threw it to Emmanuel Sanders? And Emmanuel Sanders fell. You remember he fell, got up, and scored?
Yep.
That was 1. Remember, that's the same post. He underthrew it.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Rams game, you remember it was 3rd and like 15, and he threw like a dig route to fucking the nigga in New England right now, Kendrick Bourne. He made that. And then another 3rd and 15, he threw another post to Emmanuel Sanders, underthrew it, and Emmanuel Sanders caught it. And then in the Super Bowl, this nigga fucking overthrew it. I said, oh, shit. Even if he underthrew it, that would have been a pass interference. Because Emmanuel Sanders is a savvy vet. He would have tried to come back for the ball, and the corner was behind him. He would have ran right into him. Come on, that's PI. He would have had the ball on the fucking 4 or 5 yard line. Man, that shit. Man, why you remind me of that shit? You know, every Super Bowl loss or every champ, like the Seattle game, I never watched that shit over. When Navarro Bowman broke his leg, I never watched that shit over. I never watched the Kyle Williams fucking fumbling the punt over against the Giants. I never watched that game over. I never watched the Super Bowl over against the Ravens. And when fucking Michael Crab, why are you throwing a Michael Crabtree? Oh my God. Anyway, I never watched the championship game over again when Jaquaski Tart dropped the fucking pick. You see all these fucking misses, all these little one plays. And when you think about it, bro, that's like, I just named off like 2 Super Bowls and like 3 championship games.
You know what it is, Tess?
That's crazy as fuck, bro. That's some Buffalo Bills 4 straight Super Bowl losing shit, man.
It's bad karma, man. I think the Niner fans, the way I watched them on Instagram, I think they learned their lesson. And what I mean by that is that in the past,
I'm gonna tell you before you even say it, and you tell me if it match up what you're saying. Yeah. Bro, we've been overconfident. We've had the best team since the Harbaugh days, my nigga. We've been running through shit, man. This ain't nothing new. It's either championship or Super Bowl with us, right? And it be these fluke ass plays. So I think by now, if somebody ain't drill all these plays I just said in your head into these niggas and said, look how one play could cost you a fucking Super Bowl or a championship to the Super Bowl. Nah, you just gotta blow niggas out, nigga. Don't even leave. You know what I'm saying? Look what they doing this year. They're not even leaving it up to like one possession or nothing. They blowing your ass out and putting your ass to bed early. That's it. Fuck the speculations. We're gonna blow your ass out. Ain't gonna be no one play. You know what I'm saying? No, fuck that shit, dog. And I think that's what it is, bro. Dominate their ass. Don't even give them a chance.
Well, I'm gonna say to Dolphin fans is this.
And you remember Bosa was an inch away from Mahomes in that Super Bowl, man. But fuck that shit, man.
Oh, I'm gonna say to the Dolphin fans.
Mad as fuck talking about this shit right now, bro.
No, I'm talking about the 49er fans.
Nah, you know what? Fuck that. We gonna bust. Ooh, the Ravens. Hey, Lamar, I fuck with you, but you ain't Dade County. You Broward County. You gonna flip your ass.
Roquan Smith. Let me say this. Next year, Dolphin fans, trust me, when you see that big boombox and about 10,000 San Francisco 49er fans,
I'll be there.
The Red Army.
But I'll be wearing all black for those both my teams. So I can't fuck with nobody.
those motherfuckers will definitely test you, bro. And don't let them get that chip, because they get that chip. Oh my God, bro!
They might have dancers. They might have dancers coming out with them. Hey, bro, they gonna have dancers coming out with them. Bro. Hey, remember when Harbaugh had it? Let me see if Base really know. What did Harbaugh used to have niggas doing before the game? Let me see if you remember. What he used to have them niggas doing before the game?
Talking shit.
Nah, but besides that, Harbaugh team had a thing they did before every game.
Oh, I forgot now. It's been so long.
You don't remember at the kickoff? All the kickoff team will be dancing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
No, they'll play. You know they'll play Tony Montana from Future. Tony Montana. Them boys be going on, dog. Hey, I'm telling you, for the swag, nigga.
Nobody's better than their speech. I remember that.
No, man. Come on, we used to be at the kickoff. The refs, everybody used to let them boys. You can pull it up right now. Put Tony Montana, 49ers, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Well, the boy used to be at the kickoff just dancing like, yo, we finna whoop y'all ass. That's gangster shit, man. Come on, dog, before a football game, you see the kickoff team dancing. That's
Yeah, I remember that.
crazy, bro. Man, you don't remember that shit. Hey, put that shit
Now,
up, man.
now I remember it.
All right, Mace, put it up for me, man. Just for me, please. I don't ask you for much. I want to see that shit. I haven't seen that shit in years. It just made me think about that. I want to see it real quick. For $40, Tony Montana. Yeah. When I first saw that, I said, yo, that's when you know your team, they ready to hit something, man. When you can come out there in front of your opponent and dance before the game, you in for a long day, dog. That's what I'm waiting for the Dolphins to get to. Because you know the Miami shit, man. Them boys be out there doing flips, all kind of shit. I remember before school, nigga, that's all niggas used to do, backflips. You running, doing backflips, dancing. We in elementary school. Miami different, man. I'm trying to tell you, cuz.
Balling, boy.
We balling,
I got it now. Here you go.
You see that shit? Look, let me go get my phone, man. Usually I don't have my phone. I'm gonna be out there dancing, I think they banned that shit because I ain't seen nobody do that before. They were like, man, we can't do it. 49ers people. You see nobody. I think the Browns came out with a boom box. The game they beat us this year.
One of the great San Francisco equations this year has been special teams as well. They've been outstanding. Yeah, you're going to see number 51, Blake.
Hold on, bro. Let me go back and show that shit. Let me see that shit.
Stanzo, he's the ringleader of this special team coverage
I
unit.
don't see it, man.
Under new special teams coach Brad Seelig and
Tony
David
Montana.
Akers. What a pickup he's been for the 49ers.
I remember that dance.
Damn, you have Future performing out there? Fucking, I'm laughing because fucking, I saw all of it. That's the crazy thing. Tess is still there. Oh, Tess dropped off. Bro. There he is. Fucking Pete Carroll is 8-0 against the Eagles since 2010.
You learn from the best, man. You like, what the 49ers did, we gonna do the same shit.
Yeah.
And bro, you saw how he was jumping around?
Hell yeah.
He loved football, bro. I give it to him. Hey man, I ain't see the video. Your fucking internet kicked me off.
They did?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good. That means that on my part, they're gonna hit me with another copyright, bro.
All right, my bad, then. Damn, why?
It's okay, bro. It's okay. We're all good, bro. I take the hit for the family.
That's the thing. Why would they do that? It's a video on YouTube. Oh well.
Yeah, man. You know how they are with me, bro. I'm still laughing at fucking. Damn.
What you laughing at?
The nigga 8-0 against fucking Philly since 2010. God damn.
Yeah, he got their balls in the jar.
That means he beat Andy Reid, Chip Kelly, what's his face, who's in Jacksonville now.
You remember Russell beat them in the playoffs?
Oh yeah, in Philly. We used to always play them in Philly. Those games used to be at 4:30 Eastern time, the kickoff. Troy Buck.
That's what I'm saying. You know why? Because the East used to be such a garbage ass division.
Yep, it's true.
They would win that shit. That's what I'm saying, fool. They only got good last year. The East used to be a joke. The NFC East. It was a joke. It's still a joke, really.
In the 2010s, and I had an argument with Manzano about this a couple of months back. The 2010s for Fox was Rodgers, a Legion of Boom, and the Niners.
Yeah.
There was no NFC East. Yeah. Giants getting lucky in 2011. After that, Giants fucking faded into fucking pitch darkness, bro.
Since Daniel Jones in there, that should have been a shit show.
Yeah, man.
Daniel Jones. They paid him. Man, that
I
shit
still
is
can't get over that myself, man.
That shit is comical, dog. That shows you the NFL said Daniel Jones is better than Cam Newton.
And I feel bad for the kid, too.
Why? He was trash, bro. They just said...
No, he gets hurt, bro. The one thing about him I like about him is one thing. He takes the ball into his hands and get first downs, bro. Like, if it's 4th and 15, he's going to get 25, bro. See him do it. On the ground.
Miami knocked his ass out. That's why he's out right now. Miami knocked his ass out, dog.
Well, you know that was going to happen.
But that's what I mean. For your quarterback ain't supposed, especially a quarterback like him, he ain't Cam Newton.
Fucking Akbar knocked his ass out.
He ain't supposed to be running around fucking 20 times a game. Fuck out of here, bro. Got his ass knocked out. So what good is he? Now you got fucking DeVito. You got DeVito out here auditioning, and they fucking behind him. The Bison. Hey.
Damn right. They still going crazy over him up here, bro.
Come on, man. Bologna sandwiches flying everywhere. Stop playing. Salami sandwiches.
Parmesan is going off the shelves.
I know the salami is crazy in the fucking calzones.
We make great calzones up here, but I could take you to a spot, get you a nice chicken calzone, bro.
I don't eat that shit, nigga. I'm Haitian. I eat good food.
Yo, put some green pepper, some green beans in it, bro.
Fuck all that. You ever had grillo and pickles? You ever had some legumes?
I don't know what that is.
Exactly, bro. I'm talking about that good shit. Yeah, I'm talking about that good shit that stick to your ribs shit. That shit that say, damn. Go to sleep. You get itis 10 seconds after you done. That's some good food. And it's spicy. Burn your fucking tongue off.
Thomas Brown.
Boy, speaking of spicy, bro. Yesterday for breakfast, I had me
spicy chicken wing.
No, I had 3 chicken legs, man. Fried chicken.
Damn.
Dipped in hot sauce, bro.
You hear this nigga? Yeah, I was playing, dog. This nigga actually had 3 Nashville chicken wings for breakfast.
Hell yeah.
Hey, you my hero, dog.
My man took out the first batch. I said, dip those shits in some hot sauce, bro.
Whatever planet I go to next, I want to be Mace in the next life, my nigga. Eat chicken wings for breakfast, hot chicken wings too. Bro, how you wake up? How you brush your teeth? Wake up and say, "I want some hot chicken wings." early in the morning.
Chicken wings, bro? It's easy.
Yeah.
I eat baby chicken wings, man. Eating
Yeah,
20 of
this
those,
thing-
nothing, bro.
Yo, I was playing this nigga dead ass, bro. That's a yo. I'm gonna tell somebody this. I'm gonna say I know a nigga that wake up early in the morning and eat hot chicken wings for breakfast, nigga. You ain't got nothing on him. I'm telling you.
Hell yeah,
With
bro.
fries.
And he went to sleep. It ain't like he was in the club all night getting drunk and he getting in the morning. Nah, he went to bed and dreamt about chicken wings.
Hell
Woke up.
yes, that's how it happens.
Yeah. He
How it
woke up.
happens,
You know
bro.
how in the cartoons you
Right.
dream, you see the little bubble or whatever you dreaming above your head.
Mm-hmm.
You just see chicken wings dancing around in Mace's head.
Yo,
And then
put in some cayenne pepper, bro. Let it marinate
Damn.
for a day, bro, too. Take that shit out of the fridge, bro.
Yo, this nigga is the man, bro. I'm gonna call you Chicken Man.
Dip,
You know how
dip
you got
that shit in some flour.
Spider Man, you Chicken Man.
Shit, those shits golden brown, too.
You know, after Mace eat them chicken wings, he get wings and fly out and fight crime all night, right? That's why he always tired.
Well, I'll be honest with you. For me, I forgot what they call that type. Comfort food. For me, chicken wings is comfort food.
And
The
that's comfort
smaller
food.
they are,
That shit,
honestly,
you know how spinach is the Popeye?
yeah.
That's your superpower. You just pop some chicken wings and you go out and fight crime, nigga.
The smaller the chicken wing, the babier. If you get the baby chicken wings, it's on point, bro.
Nah, bro, the best chicken wings, I ain't gonna lie. We got Wingstop, you know, Rick Ross, your uncle, all that shit. You know, we got all that shit down here. Best chicken wings for me comes out of Publix on Saturday.
So,
They-
fellas.
What up,
What's up,
motherfucker?
Gaines?
So,
Sit back chilling.
Publix on Saturday.
What? On Publix on Saturday. Y'all nigga know what I'm talking about? The margarita chicken wings. You heard me? Margarita chicken wings. Nigga, the best chicken wings on the planet.
and
Nah,
next
tell
top
you.
sleep after that.
You gonna go back to sleep?
Go right back to bed, nigga. Or you go to First Watch and get they seasoned potatoes. Ooh. Yeah, bruh. I be eating good, nigga. Or you get you some blackened salmon.
And some black is a black cod, some black
Nah,
codfish.
I don't like
305. I
cod.
got that jumbo jug of it's not
What
red
is
hot sauce. I forgot the name of it.
Louisiana.
Tabasco? We got Tabasco down here. That shit ain't hot enough.
Nah. You gotta get the Louisiana,
Louisiana.
the Caribbean hot
Yeah.
sauce is on point.
We got a thing called Peekwees.
Yeah, that's what I have. Uncle Pete's. That's what I got.
Damn.
Got that shit in my cabinet, bro. Got me a nice super large one, bro. Sit at my table, be sprinkling the hot sauce on my wings.
If you ain't got water coming out your nose when you eating your chicken wings,
I do.
okay, then you got some hot sauce. That's my guy.
My nose be running, bro. I have to stop about 7 times a meal, bro. This the white light.
That's
Go
what I'm
wash
trying
my
to-
hands and then eat again.
Get back at it. I feel you.
Hell yeah.
Actually, water.
You ain't gonna let that chicken wing beat you, not my Uncle Mace. Nah, hell nah. You going
305,
down.
make turkey wings, bro. Next week I'm gonna have turkey wings. I'll make it. I'll do an
I
early
ain't gonna
morning
lie.
show.
That sounds good. I never thought of turkey wings.
Boil them for like
Yeah, fool, that sounds good. You know what? Fuck you. I'm making that Saturday.
There you go.
Right before
Boil
Christmas.
them. Let it cool off.
I'm gonna make Cajun style though.
Yeah, man. Put some hot sauce, some barbecue sauce on it. Some what you call it? Some pineapple slices. Put it in the oven.
How about the cayenne pepper, bro? You
Oh
tripping?
yeah. I do that for the wings. I do the cayenne for the wings. Got to. I love my wings hot like a motherfucker, bro. Hotter than
Man,
fucking Popeyes, bro.
I'm hungry as fuck now, bro, because of your bitch ass.
Can't go to no food truck.
Popeyes is fucking expensive now. It's ridiculous.
You know, Mason live right next to the food truck. He going to get a chicken wing right after the string.
No, man, I haven't been to the. I went by the
Chicken box.
The chicken box the other day just to say hello to everybody. They missed me, bro.
Hold up, man. Who the fuck is outside, bro? Hold up, bro. Let me get off stream in case I gotta flip somebody
Yeah,
upside
take care
down.
of that, bro. Word.
Oh, that's a fucking cat. Look at this shit. All right.
Oh, the cat's running around, bro.
I'm about to take all 9 of his lives, bro.
Let me show this for all you guys up there because we all
I'm
love
about
the
to take
hurricane.
all
Let me
9
get
of that cat's lives, man. He's gonna have no more lives. Time
Let
to
me show
bury.
this. I sent it to Mr.
Life.
Miami the other day.
NWO for life.
Man, I was just watching WrestleMania 11 last night. And Royal Rumble 95 when Shawn Michaels won. And Pamela Lee was there. Remember Pamela Lee at WrestleMania 11? I mean, Royal Rumble when Shawn Michaels won?
This is for you guys. I remember that.
She had
This
some
is
big
for
ass
you guys.
titties, bro. I ain't
This
gonna lie.
is
Pamela Lee was a big.
this is for you guys. This is one of my Christmas
Mike
gifts.
Jones! Mike Jones!
Yeah, you love Ja.
I thought you said Mike Jones.
Who?
Oh, I got a
Hey,
good one.
you saw Ja, my boy come back, bro?
Yeah, man.
My boy Ja.
All right. This is for all you guys. Merry Christmas, because what I'm about to show you now.
Man, you show me a fat bitch, I'm gone.
No, it has nothing to do with women. Wait till I gotta show you guys. I'm not even gonna play the sound. Fair use, fair use.
How the fuck?
Ryan Morgan faking on the run, and he's gonna come up short.
Ooh, shit.
I remember that hit.
Sean Taylor. That gotta be. Yes, sir. I remember that.
You talked in the first half. Remember Reggie Wayne got out of Sean Taylor. Ryan Mormon going back out onto the field, and that is why. Congratulated Sean Taylor.
The youth.
I don't know if it was a fake. It might be he just decided to run with it. But Sean Taylor came within 30 yards back. And just ran right to
Come here. Come to me. Hey, that was my guy, bro.
To and through. Whether it was his decision
and
or
what's
not,
crazy,
it was a bad choice.
he ain't as big as me, bro. Like, we about the same height. He just a little bit, maybe he inch taller than me. Ain't as big, though. Like, we about the same size, bro.
That motherfucker was no joke, bro.
Nah, Sean Taylor was that guy, bro. Knew his cousin, everything, all that shit. When he died, and what's crazy, he died, and my other homeboy, you remember Brian Patter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He died. Bro, you should have seen us in Miami, fool. We was, because that was our little circle, fool. I was like, damn, all these niggas getting killed, fool. Man.
It was an apartment.
Fool. You don't get it, though. Like, me and his little brother played on the same high school, so we knew all us was kind of like in the little same group. And when Patter died and Sean Taylor died, I was like, yo, I ain't going nowhere if I ain't strapped, my nigga. Like, real shit. Dog, these niggas is not playing fair, bro. Running niggas crib.
It's
Damn.
crazy, boy. Mr. Miami gonna take a few shots to the head and sit on his lazy boy chair and say, damn, that's some strong shit. Yeah, we're gonna stay here. We're getting out of here. I want to thank everybody, and I'll see you all tomorrow night. We'll continue the Cowboys. How about
Cowgirls?
Cowgirls, but more importantly, big game tomorrow night in LA. The Saints and the Rams. Loser continues to try to make the NFC playoffs. The winner continues, the loser's out.
No, the Rams are gonna be a problem. I ain't gonna lie to you. They're gonna be a problem.
Happy birthday, Raven.
You know, it's funny. You know what's scary about what you're saying?
They're gonna be a problem for
them and the Seahawks. If you look at it realistically, bro, the NFC West beginning next year, and I predict this, they're gonna dominate the NFC again.
Oh,
NFC West.
Oh yeah. They slowly gonna come back. The Ravens are gonna be. I mean, not the Ravens. The Rams are the Rams. I already know we're gonna be Super Bowl champs. Seattle gonna get rid of Geno. They're gonna get them a quarterback. They're gonna get them a quarterback, and then Kyler. They're gonna surround that boy with some things, and then because remember that was the division from 2020. Yeah, 2020 from 2019 to 2021. I'll say they had the best division in the NFL. Right now, it was supposed to be the Jaguars and them boys. Not the Jaguars. It was supposed to be Russell Wilson, Herbert, fucking Mahomes,
and the Raiders. Derek
Carr and them boys. And then after that was supposed to be Lamar and them. Or you could flip flop the two. Yeah, so when you look at it, it is the East. I mean, it is the West because the 49ers are the 49ers. The Rams are still good. But Seattle been giving motherfuckers problems. And the Cardinals been giving them some problems. You feel me? Still to this day.
Yeah. I think Seattle again, I've been saying it. And I'm happy for us, but now it looks like after Sean Payton cursed them out in front of the world to see on Saturday night. I didn't watch that, but everybody's still talking about it.
Yeah, I heard about that.
They're going to cut that.
And they were like, he had a baby girl. I was like, what? What they got to do with it?
Yeah, I think.
Let me ask you.
But then again, he is pussy, though. I ain't going to let no grown-ass man just sit there and yell at me.
I agree with you. I'll see you tomorrow night, folks. We love you. Good night, everybody. People in the clouds, hit that like button, and we'll see you tomorrow night. We love you. Good night, everybody, from the Oasis.
Cowgirl.